Well, hey everybody, my name is Matt Heller and I am super excited to be able to share some tips and tricks for presenting at IAAPA Expo. So the first thing I want to share with you is my formula for how I put presentations together. The second thing is about practicing, and the third thing is about having fun. So my formula for putting together a presentation is based on 3 words. It's a 3-step process. The first is know, K-N-O-W. The second is feel, and the third is do. So K-N-O-W, know, that's the information that you want to share. That's the knowledge that you want to impart. So what I typically do is I just get a Word document going about all the different things that I want to share. Now, I may not share all of it, but at least I have it there as a reference. The feel portion, this is about emotions. And honestly, this is where most people don't put enough effort when it comes to their presentations because they're so excited about sharing the information, sharing their knowledge, that they sometimes forget about the emotional part of the people listening to that information. So think about the emotions that you want people to be having or going through as you are presenting this material. Is it excitement? Is it enthusiasm? Is it wonder? Is it inspiration? Do you want to make sure that people don't feel bored? Do you want to make sure that people don't feel like this is over their head? If so, we need to intentionally work that into our presentation. So for example, if you want people to feel excited and enthused, maybe it's time in that presentation to get people to stand up, move around, interact with different people. If you don't want people to be bored, do not read from the PowerPoint. Bullet points are great. A couple of words. I'm a big fan of pictures. That will spur my mind into what I want to talk about, but also drives the attention from the audience to me and not reading from the PowerPoint. And the last part is do. What do you want them to do? So if there's an activity that you're doing during the session, or if there's something you'd like them to do to follow up afterwards, be very explicit with those directions. Nothing kills a presentation faster than being vague with your description and somebody's wondering, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? That makes people feel confused and they won't be absorbing your knowledge. So that's the 3-step formula that I like to use: know, feel, and do. The second thing I want to talk a little bit about is practicing. Everybody should be practicing your presentation. As many presentations as I've done, I practice them. I practice reciting it in my car. I will stand up with my notes in my home office and recite it just like I'm going to be doing it in front of a crowd. In fact, I've told many people this, that the hotel that I book during IAAPA in Orlando has a huge parking lot out back that there's very few cars in. And I like to walk around that parking lot, and I know I'm ready to give the presentation when I can walk around that parking lot with no notes, with no PowerPoint, and be able to give my presentation just like I'm going to be able to give it when there's an audience in front of me. The other thing I would recommend while you're practicing is to take notes. So one of the things that I've recognized over the years is that I can type something into the computer, I can look at it on a screen, but until I actually write it down with a pen and paper, that's when it locks into my mind. That's when I don't have to look at my notes anymore because it's already locked in. And the last thing that I want to share with you, the last thing I want to encourage you to do is have fun. You're going to prepare, you're going to practice. When you're in the room, now it's about having fun. Your enthusiasm will carry over into the audience. So will your nervousness. So if you're up there before the presentation and you're looking over your notes, guess what? You're really not looking over your notes. You're really just staying away from the audience. One of the things I like to do, and I encourage people to do, is when the audience is coming in, go up to them, say hello, meet people, talk to the people that you already know. This is a great way to kind of break the ice, and then once you get up on stage, it's a lot easier to have fun up there. The other thing I think that is important about recognizing that this should be a fun thing, not only that we work in a fun industry, but nobody knows exactly what you're going to say. So if you make a mistake, if you make up a word, and I make up words all the time, if something doesn't quite go to plan, it's okay. People aren't going to know unless you allow them to know. So go up there and have a little fun. So those are my 3 tips. First of all, know, feel, do. Second of all, practice. And third, have fun. Good luck.